We continue to monitor the crisis at the southern border. The Biden administration suffering another blow as an appeals court rules against Biden's termination of the Remain in Mexico policy. For the latest on the migrant crisis, we'll bring in border correspondent Jason Jones. He's live for us there in Austin, Texas. Jason, what's the latest?
It's good to be with you this morning. Yeah, the MPP program, Remain in Mexico, as we know it under President Trump, really is different now under the Biden administration. Now, it's only been in play about a week. The problem here now is the number of exemptions the Biden administration has implemented in this. Also, Mexico stating that they are only going to accept single males and single females from Latin American countries. So basically what's going to happen, and they're already seeing it on the ground from being there last week, is that if you claim credible fear, Mexico's not going to take you back. The United States is going to have you stay in the U.S. So right now, we've only seen about 8 people deported to Mexico, so you can see where this is heading. But I will say this, we need to give it about 60 days, and we'll be able to see it in CBP apprehension numbers. They should be dropping dramatically, as we saw under the Trump administration. So time's going to tell on that. But I can tell you, as someone who was just down there last week, take a listen to Assistant Chief Holland, because they're not seeing much of a change down on that border. As a matter of fact, they're seeing more runners than ever.
So, Stacy, can you tell me real quick what these wristbands represent?
I understand that's for the accountability for the cartel and how they kind of organize their people and what country they're going to, what country maybe they're coming from, how much they owe. It's some sort of a identification system that we've really seen become more prolific in the last few months.
Take a look here. You see the wristband? That's exactly what we've been talking about. This is CDG territory. People do not cross through here who have not paid the piso or the tax, and you are seeing that band right here. We're just outside of La Jolla and Penitas, Texas. This is what's happening, and this is a runner. You hear me talk about the runners all the time. They can't claim asylum, and they can't claim credible fear for whatever reason. And as you're seeing here, they're running from law enforcement.
Yeah. And guys, I have some of those wristbands right here. And what they really represent for the Mexican cartel, specifically Cartel de Golfo, also known as CDG, is a process of human trafficking, because many of these migrants can't afford the exorbitant fees that they're charging. If you're a Mexican citizen, it's about $2,500. If you're Central or South American, it's $3,000. And if you are Chinese, $5,000, Russian or Middle Eastern, $9,000 just across that river. So they are putting these on people so that they know who has paid the tax to the cartel. And then that other wristband that they're also seeing designates which city in the United States they're going to. This is what's happening along that border, impacting the entire country.
Wow, what an interesting story. Fascinating there. You staying on top of it for us. Jason Jones joining us live there in Texas. Jason, thank you.